Yo, what's up, guys? Joker here bringing you another video. I wanted to go ahead and wait until we actually got a little bit more info about the jewels before I made my video. I saw a couple people making initial videos, right, when it initially stated it. But since they said they were going to get more info, I wanted to wait for my judgment until we got the more info. So essentially running through it, honestly, I'm kind of surprised. Some of these are actually buffs. They actually gave us buffs. Don't get me wrong. They did definitely nerf stuff, but they actually buffed some stuff. And let me get into kind of like a TLDR of what exactly happened. Okay, so essentially what happened is they are nerfing the unique jewel drops. Unique jewels are actually going to be valuable, as well as they did add modifiers to the mod pool, like ailment mitigation and a reservation of mana efficiency. So some pretty big things, right? Now, overall, people are saying, yes, this is a nerf to like if you need a 4 mod specific jewel, it is a nerf, right? If you're getting like 50% crit multi on a jewel, then yes, it is a nerf. But it does make jewels even more relevant now because now you can get a life with mana reservation, see, with the reservation efficiency, with life, with ailment mitigation. There is literally no reason to pass up on a jewel socket right now. Yes, they did slightly nerf it by adding more mods into the pools, but now on average, I believe jewels are just better, right? You're going to be able to get rid of ailment mitigation. You're going to get minus reservation cost, right? So this is a buff to auras and aura stacking a lot, as well as ailment mitigation a lot. Apart from that, like I was saying, they deleted a whole bunch of unique jewels, and the ones that they kept, they made them rarer, I believe. And they want it so unique jewels, when you find one, it's not trash and you don't leave it on the floor. It's like that excited feeling when you find a divine, right? Hey guys, real quick, if you get any benefit from this or any of my other videos, if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, commenting, it does really help me out. It allows me to put more time into it as well. So I really do appreciate it. Okay, now going into more exact, since I got that TLDR out of the way. Sorry if I'm jumbling or if I sound bad. I'm sick. So let's jump right into it. Some of the notable things that they're deleting that are going to hurt quite a bit. They're getting rid of Poacher's Aim because they're getting rid of the Act Jewels, right? So Poacher's Aim is going to be gone. If we can get the projectiles Pierce as a modifier, that would be huge. That would be insanely huge. That'd be ridiculous if they moved this. I mean, in the notes, they're not saying that they are, but they also aren't saying that they are not. So potentially the projectile pierce on a regular jewel. So you could have life, pierce, ailment mitigation, and mana reservation like on a jewel. And people are going to say, oh, well, those are 4 different things they don't really like. Yeah, no. For essentially the 1 or 2 skill points, it's exactly what I said I wanted, really. It's giving jewels more utility, so I don't have to waste 6 or 7 skill points. Jewel sockets are usually roughly around builds anyways. It's usually 1 to 2 skill points, if even. So the amount of versatility and power you're going to be getting for jewel slots now is just ridiculous. So that's the first thing that's gone. That's kind of sad. If they move this over, it'll be really cool. Rip Conquerors Efficiency, but it has been confirmed that Conquerors Efficiency is it is moving its mod, right? So where is it? Give me 1 second. Okay, here it is. Conquerors of it. Its mana reservation stat has been moved to the regular jewel mod pool. In case you don't know how huge this is, let's say that it has tiers because they kind of specified that it does. If 4 is not the high tier and it goes to something a higher, like 6 or 8, that's not taking into consideration the 2% corruption. So right now, let's say 4 is the highest, right? You get a 4%, and let's say you're just looking for that, right? So it shouldn't even be that expensive. 4% mana reservation, C efficiency, plus the corruption 2%, 6% reservation efficiency additionally. That's not with the aura masteries. Not to mention, you can have all the additional things on jewels, like I said, life, ailment mitigation, anything, a crit multi on the jewel, right? So hopefully it's not where like it's super heavy weighted and it's almost impossible to get, so it kills my hype, but that's that. On the flip side, replica Conquerors Efficiency is dead. It would be really cool if they moved this over to the regular jewel pool, right? Max rage, maybe skill effect duration or non-channeling. This had a lot of good things for so many builds. The -9 is just, oh my god, it's so amazing. But it's even better than the Elrond because Elrond's only 7. So this was that plus you got skill effect duration and rage. Like it was so good if you were doing something with rage and you were spamming ability. Oh my god. But so rip that. The other thing is going to be to dust. To dust looks like it is now only a corrupted jewel, but that's not really the thing that's going to kill Aura Stacker. This is not Aura Stacker, Ward Loop. This is Survival Secrets is already also gone, and they said it's going to be moving to a unique item. The problem with this is they would have to put this mod on Heartbound Loop. Heartbound Loop, or like I think the amulet you use is an Ashes, right? Ashes or Omni. So they can't put it on either of those. It would be just too broken at that point. So they have to put it on Heartbound Loop. Other than that, there's Ward Loop's dead. Like that's essentially it. You needed this to have Ward Loop. Like so with this nerf, so Two Dust is still around, but with Survival Secrets being dead, Ward Loop's going to be dead, which is really weird because it was one of the featured builds that they showed in like the community highlight. Is they showed Ward Loop and then they killed it. So unless they are just putting it on a Heartbound Loop, um, Ward Loop's done. So if you didn't get to do it, I'm sorry. Maybe do it in standard, or I mean, fuck it. It was all right, but it was annoying. I hated having to restart my loop every room, map, door, everything. Apart from that, Golem Jewels, I already spoke on this, are going to be more deterministic. So that's going to be really good. Like last league, my Golem Mancer, that was going to be like 5x in upgrades. Now that the jewels are deterministic, it's going to be a lot easier. Golem Mancer might be pretty viable if they buff minions, give them a little bit more survivability in life. But besides that, that's pretty much my overview. So some nerfs, some buffs. Overall, I'm taking it as a net positive because a lot of the things that I wanted to get done did get done. I know some people are sad about some things, and there's a line somewhere where it's like, oh, players aren't burdened, blah, blah, blah. It was just like a bad word choice, dude. Like, don't bite their heads off. Um, but besides that, I think it was in here. Besides that, Arch Nemesis Manifesto comes out later today, they said, so I'm really looking forward to that. I hope it doesn't suck ass, but I'll probably be back in like a day or two with that after I read it, think about it, potentially listen to some other opinions from other content creators, see if I agree with them or not. That's kind of what I did with this video, is listen to other people and I'm like, I see where you're coming from, but I really don't agree. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we finally got buffs. It only took us 5 leagues. Fuck yeah. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and other content. And until next time, take care.